Good morning, saints of God. I just wanted to drop a word of encouragement on you. Many people feel like they're in a place of testing during the pandemic. People are out of work, people are in trouble with their bills and mortgages and so forth and so on. And as this pandemic situation has deepened and people's situation has not seemed to improve, many may feel like they're going through a period of testing. And I just wanted to share a word that I shared a couple years ago from the pulpit about the refiner's fire. Many of us understand that are mature in the faith that you can't have a testimony without a test. Without a test, there is no testimony. And I just wanted to remind someone of this story about the refiner's fire. In the period that we feel like we're in the fire, we know that God is purifying us. God is working away through heat, through intensive heat, imperfections in us. And there's a story of a group of young ladies that were having Bible study and studying in Malachi 3, and they came on the verse that talked about he will sit as a refiner of silver. And it was used in a sermon that I preached called When God Sits in Our Suffering, because sometimes we feel like we're going through and it seems like we know God sees all, we know God knows all, but it seems like he's just sitting there and he's not bailing us out of our situation. And so what these young ladies did is they went to a silversmith, made an appointment, and did not share why they were there. And they saw this silversmith working through the process to refine silver. And he had to sit there as the temperature got hot, as the process carried on to remove those imperfections. And the young lady asked the silversmith if he had to sit there the entire time, and he said yes. And it kind of made them think about how God is. As the fire is getting hotter, he has not left you. He hasn't walked away. The refiner sits there the entire time. And the young lady would finally ask the silversmith, how do you know how hot to let the silver get, or the fire get? And he said, I leave it in there and until I can see my reflection. Saints of God, that's exactly what God does with us. He knows just how long to leave you in the fire. A moment too long would cause whatever the silversmith was refining to be completely ruined. He knows how long to leave us in the fire is the message. And he's trying to do that process until he could see his own reflection. God bless you and God keep you.